tell you, someone gave me this and I want to share it with you. It's why God made a veteran. And on the 10th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a hero. So God made a veteran. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, to work all day and long into the night, eat supper if there is time, and do it all over again the next day and the next, on call 24/7. So God made a veteran. He needed somebody with arms strong enough to carry freedom on their back, and yet gentle enough to hold an enemy's child, someone who is willing to serve their nation without expecting a reward upon their return, someone who will stand straight and tall in the rage of war, someone who looks fear in the face and does it anyway, even though it goes against everything they believe in, even though it gives them nightmares for years to come. So God made a veteran. God said, I need someone willing to sit up with a wounded soldier and watch him or her die, then dry their eyes and say, no one left behind. I need somebody who will put others' needs above their own, who carries on while their family cries and prays back home. Someone who gives 110% of themselves, even when others protest and spit on them and call them names. So God made a veteran. God had to have someone who will march until they can march no more, and with legs screaming for relief, push on until their duty is done. He needed someone who swore to protect the Constitution against all enemies, who sweats, who fights, who bleeds, who dies, believing in God, country, and freedom, just because they feel it's right. So God made a veteran. And God saw that it was good when he saw chests swell with pride and old eyes fill with tears, when he heard the sons and daughters, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters of the veterans say, I want to be just like you. Thank you. And that's why God made a veteran. In the U.S. Air Force, if you want to come up, Jim. Wilbur Belleville was in the Army. Amy Atchison was in the Air Force. Joel Everly in the Army. Dawn Ray was in the Army. Bill Chappelle in the Army. I'm not sure if I got this right. Glenn Lancia was in the Army. John Hager was in the Army. Ted Kanicki was in the Air Force. Mary Jean Vane was in the Army. Albert Salini was in the Navy. Greg Williamson was in the Army. Keith Gregory, Air Force. Walter Burrell, Navy. Nick D'Anibal in the Navy. And Gwen Scott was in the Air Force. And I also might want to draw your attention before we sing our last song that some have brought some pictures, and Gwen has some pictures of herself back there as a lieutenant in the Air Force. And we also have some albums and information Mrs. France brought us on D-Day, and her husband had been part of D-Day. Please join us.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I would for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to live here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. Everybody, come on. And I'm proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died to get that right to be. And I'm glad they stand up next to you in the Memphis till today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, in New York to Reading, where there's pride in every American heart. It's time to stand up and say, and I'm proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died to gain their right to be. And I'm glad we stand up next to you and still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.